Hello my YouTube tribe, how are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot, bringing you the reading for Scorpios, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let me make sure this is okay. Sun, Moon and Rising signs. For September, it's your general reading. At some point this month, I hope I'll be able to get to the love readings. Okay. I've had a bit of taken a bit of a break, a bit of a hiatus here. I haven't uploaded anything probably for about, I don't know, it's got to be at least 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. So I apologize for that, but I wanted to enjoy the rest of the summer, recharge my battery. My energy was a bit low, and thank God that Saturn moved direct, which is my ruling planet, moved direct after 6 months of being retrograde on September the 6th. And Mars, the planet of energy and drive and motivation, went direct a couple of days ago. That was retrograde or stationary for a couple of months, but that leaves that feeling of kind of driving with the brakes on, low on energy, maybe libido for some of us, and motivation. So now both of those planets are direct, plus Mercury's direct, Jupiter's direct, Venus is direct until next month. So I mean, all of us should feel some relief now. Okay. In whatever houses it was affecting you. For me, it was affecting me in every house, okay? So Scorpio. So let me get through this astrology summary as quickly as possible so that we can get to the tarot reading. And if one of you could be kind enough to timestamp where the tarot reading starts, I'd appreciate it. So let's try and keep this to one video. Okay, so I've already spoken about Saturn and Mars moving direct, but Mars is also one of your ruling planets, Scorpio. So you may have been feeling that Mars retrograde as well the last 2 or 3 months, okay? Like a lack of energy, and with Saturn retrograde, that also brings with it maybe having to work overtime, 2 jobs, taking on too many responsibilities. So we had a double whammy, okay? So thank goodness that's gone forward. I feel, definitely started to feel a lot more energized, probably a week ago or so, 2 weeks maybe. But it's just in increments, it's just the start. Okay, the energy should come in more powerfully, you know, in the coming weeks and months. So for you, Scorpio, the houses that are highlighted is your 11th house. Mercury is joining the Sun in your 11th house on the 6th, so that's Mercury is a planet of communication, and the Sun is feeling vitalized and inspired. And sometimes this can also bring about travel at this time, children, you know, more playtime with children, and feeling more positive, okay? And that's in your 11th house of communication and anything that's cerebral, and writing and journaling, contracts. So you may start to see some activity in that area. You also have the new moon in Virgo on the 9th in the same house. That's the 11th house of your social circles, friends. You may be making new friends, joining new social circles, whether it be physically or online, networking. The 11th house is also your house of dreams and wishes too, so you might start to see some manifestations there. And especially with the Earth trine that we're having, this is an excellent time to, now the time of research and reevaluation and all the okay, redoing, rewriting, that time now should have come to an end with some of those projects or goals that intentions you've had on the back burner. So now with the new moon in Virgo, which is also about decluttering, getting organized, detoxing, cleanliness in whatever area, you know, clearing out the cobwebs of your brain, your mind, so that you have more mental clarity. It could be you may decide you want to just spring clean the whole house, let more fresh new energy in, even though we're not in spring, we're in fall. But that Virgo earth effect has that type of effect of wanting to dot your I's, cross your T's, just clean out, declutter, make space for the new, fresh new energy to come in. Okay, but going back to what I was saying, after the new moon in Virgo, and we have the grand earth trine, which brings everything that's intangible down into the ground, down into our reality. Okay, and the earth nurtures and fertilizes your ideas so that they can manifest into reality, and your goals, your dreams, what you know. So with Mars here, Mars now is encouraging us to move forward. It's not going to do it for us. We have to be proactive to tap into that energy. So a good time to move forward now in manifesting your goals and dreams would be right after the new moon on the 9th. It's the 14th today. Okay. But before the full moon on the 24th. Okay. Mars is also direct in your moving in your 4th house of home and foundations, domestic situations. So you may be moving forward in some home repairs, upgrading. Mars is also a planet of movement and momentum. So you may even be relocating, okay? But because it's in your 4th house, you may even be working from home. You may even find yourself traveling more. Okay, on September the 26th, we have the sun in your 12th house, which is everything internal, the internal workings of the mind, the body, the spirit, the soul. Okay, so you may be trying to find balance, and then the full moon on the 24th in Aries is in your 6th house. So your 12th house is everything inner, spiritual, your psyche, the workings of your mind, the esoteric, metaphysics. And the full moon in your 6th house is your outer world, your health, your well-being, your physicality, your daily routines. So you may be looking at how you use your time and how you work. Okay, you maybe make some changes to those. But basically, just to say, the 12th house of spirituality and your soul and the inner workings of your mind, etc., your psyche. This activity is happening at the same time as your 6th house, so it's your inner house and your outer house. So you will find towards the 3rd week of the month that you're probably trying to integrate and balance, you know, your daily physical chores and routines with your inner world. Okay, maybe through meditation, yoga, changing your diet or improving your diet, exercising, whatever that means to you. Okay, and also with Venus in your 12th house, this is also, again, that same house I was just talking about. It's a time to be more reflective, contemplative, maybe go out in nature. And also with Venus in your 12th house, I heard one of the other astrologers say this, I think it was Barbara Goldsmith, that you may have a relationship that returns from the past. Okay. Another thing I heard one of the astrologers say, Kelly Rosano, I don't want to plagiarize because I'm not an astrologer, I'm an astrology enthusiast, okay? So I'm giving them credit. She had mentioned that between the 8th and the 18th, there would be a T-square between Uranus, Venus, and Mars, which sets up a very intense energy, chemistry energy. It doesn't always have to be sexual energy, but there is this intense attraction, okay, to someone, with someone, and it doesn't always have to be sexual, okay. It could be in business, but it could be someone you're already in a relationship, or someone new that you meet. Could be this person that may return for the past. It's going to be different for everybody. There are thousands of people watching this video, okay, and everybody is on different timelines, so in their evolution. So if anybody would like to have a personal reading with me, you know, I'm here for you. All the information is in the description box below the video. Another thing, another aspect around the 24th of September, full moon in Aries, is that Chiron, which is not a planet, I think it's an asteroid, is in Scorpio. So Scorpio really is about the psyche, really deep, really digging deep, okay. But Chiron, especially with the other planetary aspects around that I'm not going to go into, could start to bring up, and this is for every star sign, not just Scorpio, but Scorpio would probably feel it more intensely because it is in your sign. But a lot of us will start to feel memories and feelings emerge from way back, okay. Maybe as far back as childhood. These memories and these feelings will come to the surface, and some of them may be quite uncomfortable. However, this has to happen because unresolved feelings or memories or issues that are suppressed and unconscious, they just keep being perpetually triggered and projected onto other people when then it's not brought to the light and healed, okay, in a conscious way, in an aware way. So I think I got through everything. Yeah, and also around that time as well, this person that you might meet or interact with in the first and second weeks of the month with this intense chemistry and attraction, right? It may seem rosy at the time, but Neptune is a very nebulous planet, and it kind of hides some details or some facts that you may not be able to see at the time. But Saturn, that rules Capricorn, is also going to be in an aspect to the full moon in Aries. And Saturn is always brings a reality check. They like the truth, they like integrity, taking responsibility, and authenticity. So you're going to have this aspect as well. So it could be that something is revealed around the full moon on the 24th about this situation that may seem too good to be true, something that you're not aware of, or that hasn't been shown to you, if it's not authentic, or if it's fake, or if it's a bit shysty. It may not even be that bad, but something that wasn't revealed to you prior should be revealed around that full moon. Okay, let's get moving, Scorpio. Oh, I'm going to shuffle these on camera for you. I out of the 12 signs, I've probably done this for 3 or 4 because it's very time intensive. But every month I choose different signs to actually shuffle online, because, ooh, and look at that, which fell out. This is too big, it's too many cards, but look what fell out. It's your card, Scorpio, and it's in reverse. So what, I'm going to take this out actually. So what this means is, it's transition. It's a death card. It's a Scorpio card. This card is ruled by Pluto. It's in a transition, in a transformation. When it's in reverse, it basically means that you may be resisting a change, and a change that's inevitable, inner transformation, okay, that may be inevitable, but you're resisting it, okay, or something is blocking it from happening, but it will happen regardless at some point. Okay, so let's see, what's the oops, oh, the Two of Cups. So this is your challenge to your transformation. It is a relationship or a bond that you have with someone. It's a very strong bond. It may even be a soulmate bond, and soulmate is not always from the romantic sense. Soulmate can be anybody that you have a strong spiritual and emotional connection to, okay, that there's more than just a mere sexual attraction, okay. So these cards are just jumping out, but there's so many of them. Okay, I'm gonna go with these because I really prayed before I did this reading. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Pentacles in your foundation. You also have the Ten of Wands in your foundation. So here, what this would suggest, Scorpio, is that you really are working very, very hard, and it's becoming a burden. You're stressed out. But the Ten of Wands, the tens are the end of a cycle. So you're nearly there. Don't give up. You're working very hard. It's stressing you out. It's a burden, but don't give up because you're nearly there. Tens is the end of a cycle. A lot of responsibilities. Okay. Maybe a lot of responsibilities at work. What's the energy coming in from the past? Okay, so you've got the Two of Wands coming in from the past. So it looks as though you may have changed direction. You may have changed your path, or that you were on, your trajectory, or you're not sure which path to take. You're undecided. Okay? Guys, if any of this resonates with you, please, leave your comments, below the video, or you can email me. Okay, crowning. What's crowning, Scorpio? Sun, Moon, and Rising. And as a matter of fact, my rising sign or ascendant sign is Scorpio also, which I just found out the other day. So my sun sign is Capricorn, my moon sign is Sagittarius, and my rising or ascendant is Scorpio. So some of this will play out for me too. Now you have the Five of Swords crowning you. So here you're being very, very strategic. Very, very strategic. Very mentally focused at making sure you get what you want. And this, as you can see, this card is like, I'm not taking any hostages either. Right? Okay, so you're very, very focused, strategic, very, very strategic, but maybe to the point, sorry, I'm trying to hide my nails from the camera because they look disgusting. I haven't had time to do them yet. But maybe to the point where it can be a little insensitive of people around you or whoever this pertains to. Okay? And it could be, Scorpio, because you're avoiding a change, a major change and transition or transformation in your life or within yourself. And the challenge is a partnership with somebody. You're working very, very, very hard. You're burdened, too many responsibilities. And this could be the block. Because you're working so hard, you don't have time to really just, and actually that was in the astrological portion at the beginning, where it said that towards the end, about the 3rd week of the month. Oh no, you've got Venus in the 12th house on the 10th of September, and then again you have the Sun in the 12th house on the 22nd of September. So this really is about you becoming more reflective, meditative, really getting into your body, out of your head, and really getting into your body and your heart, connecting, grounding yourself with nature, and doing whatever you do, meditate, jog, yoga, so that you can integrate and become more balanced. And you know what, as I'm talking here, this may be what your block is. You're working too much. You've got too many responsibilities that is blocking this transformation and this change. And you're also not sure which way to go, or you've changed the path that you were on or you were going on, or you're just not sure. Okay, interesting reading. Yeah, Scorpio, you're not following your intuition. And I could definitely relate with these cards, because that was why I took the 2 months off. I felt so disconnected really with who I really am, you know what I mean, with my core, with my spirit and my soul. I felt very disconnected because I was working too much, had been pulled in too many different directions, and I just said, blow it, I'm taking a step back. You know, I got to do me. And this is a similar energy that's coming up here in these cards. Because when you're disconnected like that, all in your head, you know, you're just powering through, you know, just on breeze, on fumes, you know, then we are disconnected from our spirit, okay? And that's probably what's causing this block here. And then, like I said, someone here is not following their intuition. Because when you're overworked and burdened like that, you can't even hear your intuition. Your intuition can't even really talk to you, come through, because, you know, there's a disconnect going on there, all in the head. Just with strategies and plans and, okay. Okay, so this is how you see yourself, the Emperor in reverse. So somebody else had this card. I mean, another sign had this card. When the Emperor is upright, they have self-control, not only of themselves, but over their empire also. Okay? And they're subjects of their empire. They put their well-being first, okay, as a good leader. Okay, this is also someone that is very connected and knows who they are in their I am, my I am presence. They are tapped into their personal power. They're a great leader. Okay, but in reverse, there's the disconnect from the personal power. This person can then be a poor ruler, even a bit of a despot. You know, it's my way or the highway, regardless of how it affects anybody else. This person is out of dogmatic, out of balance. Okay. So your environment, oops, too many. Come on, let's do this in one video. Scorpio's environment. Yeah, this came up again. In the first lot that just came up, and I put them back and said it's too many cards, all the same cards came up again, so I'm going to use them. Okay, this is your environment. So here you've got someone that wants to take a leap of faith. They're unfulfilled. They want to move away. They're emotionally unfulfilled, and they want to move away from an unfulfilling situation and take a leap of faith. But there's you know who else had this? Gemini had this card as well in their foundation. But there is a feeling of lack. There's a feeling of not having enough of something to be able to move away from an unfulfilling situation and take a leap of faith into something new or a new chapter in your life. And you've also have the Five of Wands, so you may have some inner conflict going on, Scorpio. Some inner conflict and turmoil that's left you feeling drained, bankrupt, like not bankrupt, not necessarily financially, but you know, with these cards, bankrupt in the sense that you don't have any energy. You're not connected to source. When we're not connected to source, we feel spiritually bankrupt, emotionally bankrupt. Okay, so that's those. So oops. Yeah, these are your fears and hopes. You need a break. You know you need a break, and you wish you could take a break, a vacation. And with this card as well, this card, this card, this card, this card. You need to be careful about your health, Scorpio, because it looks as though you're working too hard, too many responsibilities, you're disconnected from source. It seems like you're exhausted, to be quite honest with you. Be careful of that. And whether you feel you can take a break or not take one, everything will still be there. It's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Even if it's just for a couple of days of just taking a break, pampering yourself, or allowing yourself to be pampered. Go to the spa, get a massage, go buy yourself something new. You know, meditate or do whatever you'd usually do that helps you to feel connected again to source and to your spirit and your soul. This is how this was. Yeah, and there may be, you may feel conflicted as well about what decision to make, about what path to take. This is coming in from the past. But even in the future here is coming in, so you're not using or following your intuition. So you've had this reading now. You can always change the outcome. For the most part, you can change the outcome of these readings, okay, if you heed the warnings. And you're working too hard, you need to relax, take some time out and put yourself first. Okay, what's the outcome for Scorpio? Okay, yeah, you're kind of in a mental prison of where you have kind of negative thoughts just looping around in your mind, just looping around and looping around, where you're scaring yourself to death. Okay, not to death literally, but you're just scaring yourself. to a point of exhaustion. You need to have a made-up mind to get out of this negative loop that you're in. And I think it will start by you taking a break from work. You're working too hard, okay? You're working too hard. Yeah, if everything is out of balance here, this is why this transition and transformation can't come in, okay? And also it may be affecting a relationship, or the relationship may also be a cause of this in addition to the work, I don't know. Or the work, you working too much is affecting the relationship and also stopping you and this relationship from having a total transformation and healing. Okay, so that was a deep reading, Yeah, okay, Scorpio. I'm gonna end that reading there and then go to your guidance. Look what I've got. Jesus. These are some new cards I bought from Hay House. They're by Doreen Virtue. The Loving Words from Jesus. Okay. So, I was happy I found these. So let's see what message that Jesus has for you. What message do you have for Scorpio, Jesus? What loving words do you have for Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio. Whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. John 16:23. Whatsoever you ask the Father in my name, he shall give it to you. Beautiful card. John 16:23. So you can meditate on that. Okay. And then my usual cards here, that I do the affirmation. This is Sandra Ann Taylor, the Energy Oracle cards. I don't think we've gone into 2 videos yet, but I'm pretty sure we're about to. What guidance do you have for Scorpio? Yeah, you need to bring everything into alignment. Your outer worlds and your inner worlds into alignment. Integrate them in a balanced way to bring healing. That's the first thing. Daughter romance. Ooh, look at what you've got. This dropped out, the daughter romance, and at the bottom of the deck is the man holding the heart. Ooh, Scorpio, maybe that's the medicine you need, huh? Maybe you'll be spending more time with your significant other, your honey, your boo. You might meet someone new. Maybe this is the medicine you need right here. And maybe this is someone already, you know, this is someone already in your life, your partner, but I can't see what romance or any deep, loving, affectionate connection you can be having with all this going on. Okay, so time to take time out, Scorpio. Time out. Maybe go on a little trip. Okay. The weather is not too it's still not too bad here anyway. have hurricanes and things like that, but that will blow over in a couple of days. Yeah, we need to get this intuition card upright. We need to get the Emperor card upright, your personal power, okay, and governing and ruling your empire wisely, okay. We need to get these cards upright, okay. Your close bonds, your close relationships there, your transition and transformation, okay. I'm probably at the moment a little less of this. All right, all the strategizing and the mental diarrhea, okay, for a little while at least. So you've got the door to romance. I hope that the camera takes a still shot of this, because I'm never sure. I can never tell which screenshot is going to come up as a still shot from the whole video. Okay, 36 minutes. So we've got 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get through this. Okay, door to romance. I'm not going to read the cards. I'm just going to do the affirmation, because this is going to cut off in a minute. New beginnings in love. Whether you're looking for a new relationship or just more love in the relationship you're in, this door with a heart opens onto a new beginning in your experience. Oh, beautiful. And it's also about, it's ready to open the door, open that door, and also be aware that the universe returns your self-care and treatment. So you have to show yourself self-care and love and peace and harmony, you know, fill and permeate your soul and your every fiber of your being, so that you can attract that back to you. Okay, so let's do this affirmation before we get cut off. As I open the door to my self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. As I open the door to my self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. Are you feeling that, Scorpio? As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. That's beautiful. Let me read the affirmation for 40, the man holding the heart real quick. I am emotionally calm and peaceful, and I attract healthy and stable people to me. Oh yeah. These cards really resonate, these guidance cards really resonate with this reading. Scorpio, I am emotionally calm and peaceful, and I attract healthy and stable people to me. I'll be meditating.